Namaskaram, everyone. My name is Vikas, and we'll talk about karma, law of karma. And one question that many people ask is, what is karma, and what are the laws of karma? In a very simplistic form, and literally, karma means action. In Sanskrit, what you do is what your karma is, and karma is the universal law of cause and effect. And as it's understood in the society, karma, when we talk about karma, we say if something bad has happened to you, it must be your karma. Or if you do something bad, something you're gonna get punished, you're gonna get be punished for doing that. So that's how karma is understood. But karma is bigger than that. It's the universal law where whatever you do, it can be good action or a bad action, there's going to be an effect of doing so. So it's causal and reaction. And your life is your own making. So if you do goodness, you will reap goodness. And conversely, if you do evil, you will reap evil. So in simplistic form, karma is all about what you do and how you reap the benefit, the good or the bad. Now, how does that fit into the Sanatan Dharma? As we talk about reincarnation, where we say we are born as a temporal body, we live through our life and we die, and then we are reborn again. So in that endless cycle is where karma comes in, and it defines what you are going to live, how you're going to live, and in the next body, how you're going to get born. So to show you, I will walk you through the endless karma cycle that we talk about. On the far left, you have Sanchit karma. This is your accumulated karma from your previous lives. And the life can go back all the way to single cell body life, where when we were just, the life was just forming on the planet. From there, we all have been accumulating karma to where we are today. From Sanchit karma now, once you are born with a bucket, a small portion of that Sanchit karma allotted for the life that you're going to live next. And that's what we call Prarabdha karma. And so you acquire a body or surrounding which allows you to burn those karmas which have been allotted to you for this life. And based on that, you are born into a particular place, in a particular body with certain tendencies that you're born with, and then you go about living your life. So when you're born, the karma is now becoming the glue between your life energies like the soul, Paramatma that we say, and your body, the physical body that you identify with. So that's the glue that's acting throughout your life, the karma. And then you go about your life living in this world, doing your actions, and it can be good actions or bad actions or just volunteering actions as well. So all these actions basically are gearing towards for you to dissolve the karma that you have been given for this life. And as you go about doing those things in your current life, you start accumulating new karma. And that is where the endless cycle comes in, because as you are dissolving the karma from previous lives that have been allocated to you, you are creating new life because you're living with certain tendencies, and you're living with certain biases, or you're living with certain desires. And greed or accumulation of wealth is one. If you want to do something really good for the world, but you believe that if you do good, good will come to you, that's also a form of karma that you're accumulating. So as you are living your life, you dissolve karma from your previous lives, but also accumulate your new lives. And as you die, so whatever accumulation you have done, that becomes your agami karma, which goes back into the bucket of your sanchit karma. And that's how the endless cycle continues. So with spirituality or with Sanatan Dharma, when we say we talk about mukti or liberation, and we say break the endless cycle of life and death, we say you break it by not creating new karma, but also dissolving the karma from your previous lives. And that's what karma is in the true sense. And how do you break this cycle of karma? It's by unattaching the fruits of your virtuous action in thoughts and whatever you do, the word and deed that you do in your day to day life. So, as we say, uh, karm kar phal ki ichha mat kar in Hindi, that's essentially what this is. You keep doing your karma, but you don't attach to the fruits of it. And then working without expecting rewards from the society. And that's something which is misunderstood. We feel like if we have to feel good about ourselves, we have to go and help someone. But again, you bring your desire into this play, and that's basically accumulating karma. And how you break that cycle is by not attaching with the outcome, and just doing what is needed. If someone needs help, you go and provide that help without thinking, what does it mean for me? And that is how you break the cycle of karma. And to summarize it, the Bhagavad Gita really expound on this, and it says, Tasmat Sakta Satatam Karya Karm Samachar Asakto Harcharan Karm Parmopnoti Purusha. Therefore, and it translates into therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty. For by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. And that's how you break the cycle of karma and attain liberation and mukti. Namaskar.